Hello, everyone. It has been many months since I've done an update video, and I'm trying to find the right octave to talk in. Hold on. Talk, 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 octave. Okay, I'm gonna try and talk in this octave because it's a little easier on my throat. Um, I have so much to say. I'm feeling a lot of gratitude, and I'm not where I want to be, but I'm so much better than I was. For everybody who has been along with me in this journey. It has been indescribable. And I'm just happy to be reporting better news. So, if you're new to my channel, um, I started to get really sick in 2022. I think it's because of the COVID vaccines. I am not anti-vax. I am not anti-vax. I just had a really bad response to the vaccines, and I think that other people do. I think if you can get vaccines, you should. But I do think there's a subset of us who unfortunately have reactions. Anyway, I started becoming really sick. I'm not going to talk about everything that happened because there's videos, but um later in 2022, around the summertime, like a few months after I defended my dissertation, I got COVID. And then I kept getting COVID and I just became bedbound very quickly. I tried exercising at first and that made it worse. Um, I was not getting proper care anywhere. I'm on doctor number 53 now, and that's since 2023. Um, and yeah, I just was not getting proper care. I was in Virginia and DC at the time. And I ended up getting airlifted in 2023 to Vegas to be closer to family. Um, that helped a little, kind of. I was still getting worse. I was not getting proper care in Vegas at all. Um, but at least I think I was getting a little bit more stable. But I was still in a very bad condition. And um, in 2025, I moved to California with the help of my mentor, and I've been here since. And I've just seen some pretty, I would say, miraculous improvements since moving to California and just being around better care. And yeah, I talk a lot about religion because I believe God is the only thing that has gotten me through, these really difficult times. I mean, I lost everything. I lost my housing, my car, my relationship, my job, my ability to walk, my ability to talk at the time, my ability to sit up, just my ability to eat most foods. I think I'm still on like seven foods, so seven of the same foods every single day. And yeah, I just lost so much. I've lost so much, and um the only person who got me through, or the only thing that got me through constant suicidal ideation attempts, was God. And, obviously people who loved and cared about me, but humans weren't enough. God really got me through that. And um, all that to say, I believe that a lot of my healing has been miraculous. And I do want to talk a little bit more about sort of some of the toxic things we believe about God and healing. But I'll talk about that in a second. But I will say, yes, I've had so much progress since being in California. Like, I moved last year, March, I want to say. Um, Almost immediately, I was able to get help from a neurologist, a neuromuscular doctor at UCLA. They were able to diagnose me with small fiber neuropathy after finally giving me biopsies that nobody would give me. Um, and I got diagnosed with being an alpha anemia thalassemia carrier. Um, and have recently been being seen at the Center for Inherited Blood Disorders in Orange County, which has been amazing. Um, I got hooked up over this past year with a better rheumatologist at UCI. UCI has been amazing. I've had some gaslighty doctors at UCLA, but UCI has been really amazing. I'm so hooked up with rheumatology there. I have a new primary care physician who's been incredible. I have yeah, my hematologist at the Center for Inherited Blood Disorders. I have a new immunologist finally who um is helping me with my MCAS stuff and getting a better quality of life. I have a new I went to go see USC laryngology uh specifically and the voice clinic they masked up for me in 95s. Incredible. They did a video stroboscopy, I believe is what it's called, and diagnosed me with laryngeal spasms and muscle dysphonia. So I've been in speech language therapy with an amazing speech language therapist. So it's just been oh God, the better care I get, the more spoons I have because we're putting out fires, right? And I just can't say enough about how important and messed up it is that it really matters who you're seeing, doctor wise. Um, and sorry, my voice. Sam, I'm working on it. My SLP says I'm speaking in a lower octave because my body got used to being down there to preserve breath. But it's so gravelly and hard on my throat muscles, so I'm trying to speak at this higher octave, but it's really difficult and I'm not used to it. But yeah, all that to say, I've been having a lot of improvement. I want to show you guys something that I noticed today. I was brushing my teeth, and for a lot of you who are not chronically ill, this isn't gonna resonate much, but this year has been the first year I've looked in a mirror like more frequently. Before this, I was struggling a lot with like body dysmorphia and also like I was just too sad to see myself because I looked so sick and I was so sick. And this is the reality for a lot of people with long COVID. Just being so freaking ill and not eating, just so skinny, skin and bones. I was getting bed sores, really rough, but I want to show you guys. Okay. Look. What? Switch sides. I got a blood draw. Don't judge me. I need to take this dang thing off. Okay, whatever. Obviously, I'm not weightlifting. I'm not doing any exercise. Um, but I think the increase in ability to just eat more food and switch octaves. Um, I think the ability to eat more food and my increase in mast cell stabilizers and just being able to get in my chair more and like prep my meals and like do stuff around the house, I think has led to like increase my muscle again, which has been just so amazing. Last week I like laid on my bed and lifted my legs into the air, which was twice, which is like incredible because it's hard to describe, but like even last year, even months ago, I tried to put my like legs down on my wheelchair because I always pretty much keep them elevated due to my orthostatic intolerance. And I couldn't even lift, I couldn't lift my leg up. Even at my rheumatologist appointment in February, I didn't have enough strength. And it's just kind of been miraculous to see my body, like, I guess, reach some more homeostasis and like just be able to do more. And sorry, I'm switching octaves again. But yeah, it's just been like really emotional and like I'm trying not to cry now, but I've cried a lot and it's just been so nice. Still a long way to go. I'm not ready to walk yet because something I'm still struggling with, and I just met my immunologist like 2 weeks ago. But something I've been struggling with is um fatigue is much better. Still there, definitely still there, but I get anaphylactic symptoms very frequently if I do too much. Like if I do too much um talking, like work, typing, cognitively, um, um, uh, and then physical, right? If I do too much physical movement, and I'm taking hydroxyzine every night, which is helping, but my immunologist is like, girl, I don't want you on that, so we're gonna see what happens. Sorry, but sorry, I'm burping a lot. Yeah, I've been getting anaphylaxis like before the hydroxyzine like once a week. And it's horrible. And so yeah, it's been preventing me from starting PT, OT, things like that. Um, but I'm so optimistic that if we can tweak my medicine and just like try to get that more under control with some guidance finally from an immunologist, because I haven't had an immunologist this whole time. Um, I'm optimistic it'll get better and I'll be able to like finally, I don't know, start trying to like strengthen my legs a bit or something. I don't know. I'm just excited about the possibility. But I'm also grateful if it doesn't get any better than this. Grateful for everything that all the improvements I've had. I've been able to get back to work a little, um, hang out with friends recently. It has been really nice. And yeah, it's just, God, we deserve so much more. We deserve so much more research, help. It shouldn't have taken this many years and this much loss of bodily function for me to get help. Um, and yeah, something that I've been struggling with a lot since improving is also just like, so I'm checking my caregiver's message. Okay. Is like when you start, okay, let me back up. When someone goes from very severe, like I was, to a less severe state, when you look on like social media, um, it can sometimes feel like night and day. Somebody just woke up one day and was like, I can walk again. Golly. And that's just not how it goes. For me at least, it's been really tough physically and mentally. Mentally, because my body has more capacity to process things, all the trauma floods back, all of the grief floods back, everything floods back, and you're like, God, I've lost so much. I lost so much time. I've lost so much ability. I'm in this limbo where I'm still not where I want to be. Will I ever get that better? Will something make me immediately get worse? I think for me, that's where religion comes into play a lot, and where speaking with God and knowing who God is, helps, but it's so rough. It's so rough. And then physically, like my body is not used to moving. So like my joints hurt. Like even though like the reduce of PEM is life-changing, um my period thinks I'm exercising when I'm just getting into my chair, right? To make dinner. So like my periods are thrown off. And I'm like my hormones are going crazy because I'm moving more. Um things are just so changing with my body and it's stress on my body, you know? And I wasn't prepared for that. And I think a lot of people aren't prepared for that, and we don't talk about it enough. Um, and so I wish there was more space to talk about, like, what does it even look like to go from a very severe to a less severe state? Even very severe, very severe to moderate, like what are good things to know? Like, how do we adjust and acclimate to our new body? How do we account for all of the changes mentally and physically that we will see? And yeah, I just wish there was more help for us, for people with long COVID and for people with ME/CFS. So yeah, that's that. I'm kind of everywhere right now with this update. What else? I'm getting a seating assessment finally for a freaking wheelchair, new and better wheelchair next week. Um, I am debating if I want to get a lip biopsy for my Sjogren's. I'm still debating. I don't know if I want to do that yet. My GI doctor she wants me to get an endoscopy with biopsies for masto stuff, and a colonoscopy and another gastric emptying scan. So I'm waiting to do those. Um, my immunologist did bring up IVIG, which I've been waiting to like for someone to like just be open to it. She said we're gonna try a conservative approach with tweaking my ketotifen, getting off cromolyn. She said I should not be on cromolyn if I have gastroparesis, which I did not know. Good to know. Um, and LDN, she wants to add LDN. And she said I need to meditate more. And she said if that doesn't work, then we can circle back on biologics and IVIG, which so grateful for her. Um, so yeah, those are like the medical updates, I'd say. I asked my PCP to test me for autoimmune, like autonomic gangliopathy or something like that. I can't remember, but I just want to see if that's driving my small fiber neuropathy. What else? I think that's like the TLDR, which was still really long. Um, so what I was gonna say earlier about God and healing is that something I've learned, so to back up, when I first got sick, I was very angry at God. I was very confused about I I I was very confused about God. Sorry about and I just blamed God a lot and I just I wasn't new to faith at all. I grew up Christian. I was actively in church, but I didn't truly know God personally, I would say. And or like who God was. What is God's character? And yeah, it's been a learning process. I lost everything and it was just so sad and was just so depressed, did not want to be alive, was actively, if not attempting, was trying to plan for a death with dignity. And yeah, I remember my mentor drove 7 or 8 hours out of her state to my state to come on like the worst day of my entire life. And it was like the day before Thanksgiving. My boyfriend had just broke up with me. I I definitely would say that was probably one of the worst days of my entire life. And yeah, my mentor came to drive to me, brought me plants, braided my hair, and I'm gonna cry. I'm trying not to cry because it was just so um I owe this woman my life. Not just for this, because she just has basically been the only reason I'm alive. Through God, of course. But she came and um she just braided my hair. She just sat there and braided my hair. And um she was just like, so girl, stop crying like Kim Kardashian. She was just so tender and loving, and she's just exactly what I needed. And I'm very close with my own mom, and I love my mom. And I think we were just going through some things between us because it was so heartbreaking for my own mom to see me suffer so much. But no, my mentor just came and yeah, just braided my hair and spoke li life into me. And God, from that day, I was just like, I'm gonna be okay. Um, woo, I'm gonna be okay. I need to be okay. And I asked God, I was just like, where are you? And he said, come find me. And so I took years to find God, and I did that through not church, but just like reading my Bible and journaling on my Bible and doing Bible meditations and listening to people who have lost everything, their limbs, their wives, their children, their sight, their home. I listened to stories of people and I realized like even if God doesn't heal us, um, he's still good. And God is not an e like a authoritarian person who enjoys our suffering, but he does allow certain things to happen. Um, I don't know why. I feel like sometimes it's for a benefit, sometimes it's just really sucky stuff happens because we're humans and we live in a broken world. Um, and I just remember if saying if I can't, if I don't get better, God, you're still good. And that was so hard for me. And I remember having to work through so much anger and bitterness and writing apology letters to people I've wronged, reaching out to people who I've wronged. Um, Me and my dad were no contact for 3 years and some years before that, and learning how to forgive him and have grace and mercy for myself and others. And God, it has been a hard journey, but it just reminds me that sometimes people think that God is punishing you for not healing you, or he's forgotten about you if he hasn't healed you. And I think it's really important we share our testimonies when he does, but it's also so important to know that God doesn't promise us um on in this lifetime. He doesn't promise us full healing. I may never walk again. And um he's still good and he's still wonderful, and his promise to us is much greater than this world. He promised us eternity, and that is something that has kept me going, right? Because even if I don't recover or heal in this world fully or to the extent I want, or even at all at one point I was saying, there is life after this. And God promises us um paradise and saved us from ourselves and allows us to share with him a new life in heaven. And yeah, and I worked really hard to release a lot of the bitterness, a lot of the rage, a lot of the anger, and not letting that fuel me in my work and learning how to find joy and find gratitude even when things are so bleak. And yeah, I guess I don't know if that was even helpful for anybody or if that spoke to anyone, but I'm just so grateful for where I am now and the people who have come around me and the community I've been able to build, even when I was so sick and not able to speak. And learning the character of God and the goodness of God, even when things look bad, things look bleak, He's always there. And sometimes we have to seek Him out. Sometimes it's not in our face, and part of our calling and journey is to go into our Bibles, go into a study group, go into, I use the Insight Timer app and did Lectio Divinia, Lectios, um, and just like finding ways to release stress from my body, even if that wasn't going to heal me. I needed some way to survive, to literally face every single day. Um, and yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just been a lot. I haven't experienced SI in a very long time. I protect myself from COVID, and I think that's been like one of the number one things that has helped me recover. Is just not getting COVID over and over again. Um, I'm much more careful with my energy and my space, and I'm still learning. I still mess up and I'm still learning, and there's so much room for improvement, and there's so much room for things to get worse. And having to still be okay. Um, but yeah, I'm really grateful to the people who have helped me through this journey. I'm really grateful to my mentor, Sophia, who has just been like this second mother, big sister to me and literally saved my life. And I'm grateful for my mommy and my dad who I've reconnected with and like um I think have been reestablishing like a stronger relationship with. That I'm just really grateful to have him in my life. And my brothers are my best friends. And yeah, all of my friends who just like never gave up on me, even when I was broken, and my collaborators. And yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm feeling a lot of gratitude. I knew I was gonna freaking cry, but I just wanted to share this update. Lots of things still moving, lots of progress I wish I was seeing still, but not where I was. Um, Not where I want to be, but not where I was. And I hope to do these more frequently. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just let me know, please. And sending you a lot of love and hugs. Okay, bye-bye. Oh wait, no, I was gonna show you guys pictures. Hold on, let me make sure my caregiver hasn't hit me yet. Um, okay, I wanted to show you guys pictures of like what I used to look like. Okay, let me see. Share. Um, okay. Wait. Okay, no. That's not what I wanted. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this this was when I was starting to like get a little bit more stable, but look how skinny my arm still was. This was in Vegas, dude. I was still like super skin and bones. Let me see. Um, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Okay, I'm just gonna share my desktop. Okay, guys, look at this. This was like 2023. Look how sick I look. Yo, I was just surviving. I was literally just, I mean, I still am, but it was really bad. There's another one. This one is really shocking. This was right before I got airlifted. I was still in Virginia. Like, look at how my face looks then compared to now. Like, I was not well. Like, look how skinny. I was not doing well at all. And also, all of my stuff is still in storage from 2023 because I can't afford to get them. It's literally $4,000. Yeah, I miss my stuff. I literally moved here with one luggage. Yeah. Anyway, and oh no, this was 2023. Yeah, right after I got airlifted. I was so sick. Um, and is this today? This is today. Y'all, look at that muscle. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even, yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being here and listening to me ramble. Any questions or comments you have, let me know and I'll respond to them. Actually, let's do a quick prayer to close this out. Um, Heavenly Father, I come to you today humbly repenting for my sins. Um, I'm thankful that you are a God who cleanses us every single day and provides new mercies every single morning. God, I just wanted to thank you for everything you have done in my life, for all of the amazing progress I've seen, for literally saving me from SI, which was something I struggled with every single day for at least a year. God, I thank you that even when I couldn't see it, you were pruning things from my life that I did not need, that were not allowing me to grow into the person I am today. God, I thank you that you are big enough to take away our SI, our bitterness, our anger, our pain, God. God, I thank you that even if you don't give us physical healing on this earth, that you have saved us. You have saved us and called us your own so that we could have eternal life through you. God, I just thank you that everyone who's listening today, that they can leave with a morsel of hope, God, that things could or may get better, God. God, I ask that you just surround us with protection and peace, God, that you give us supernatural peace over us, a peace that cannot be replicated by any other human being, but can only be found in you, God. And I pray that if someone is listening to this and has not found home in you, God, that they will find their way back to you, God, and that you will show them that you are there waiting for them with whatever problems they have, with whatever messed up thing they are dealing with in their lives, God. I ask that you please show them that you welcome them with open arms. God, I am so grateful to you that you have brought so many amazing people into my life, God, that you continue to bring these amazing people into my life and fortify our relationships, God, so they are stronger and trusting and loving through you, God. I thank you for all the amazing things you have done for my friends, God. You know, the personal friends who need extra support right now, God. I know that you are on your way or have already been watching over them, God. By on your way, I mean sending your angels, because I know you're always there. God, I thank you. Uh, I love you. And it's Jesus' name I pray, amen. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.